What are the differences in different wrestlers' ring entrance? And what do we do to make someone look like the champion? Let's find out. So we take you now back to Riot Cabaret in London to have a look at their triple threat main event between Robbie X, Leon Slater and Michael Oku, their champion. I've never taken a good photo of Robbie X, and it's not Robbie X's fault. He's just too fast, he's too good, and he's too quick. I can't anticipate what he's going to do next. Let's see if I can take a good photo of him today. Leon Slater's the second wrestler in this match. Fabulous young man, really, really talented wrestler. He's great to work with. And also we've got Michael Oku, their champion. We're going to have a look at his ring entrance and how his ring entrance differs from the other two's ring entrance on the way in, and how we've adapted our style to capturing that to get some great images of him looking like the Riot Cabaret World Champion. So as ever, I strapped a GoPro to the top of my Canon R6 with a f4 24-105L series lens. My settings for this are always the same. I shoot on manual and I shoot f4 ISO 8000 with around about an 800th of a second to make sure that I'm capturing crisp, sharp images with an OWL servo focus, because there's things moving all the time and the face recognition software inside the R6 is really, really good. So we just use the OWL servo just to see if we can maintain focus as much as possible throughout the matches. The matches are quite fast moving, they're difficult to capture, but the entrances should have a little bit more control over. Let's see what happens first. We take you to ringside now. I'm in this little trench again between the ringside and the staged entrance, and this is Robbie X's entrance. I'm sure to completely mess this up. Here we go, let's see. Okay, so here comes Robbie. He's the spotlights are all over the place and he's in darkness there. Eventually managed to get that shot there just as he came through into the spotlight there, just looking straight on. It's quite a nice shot there. The lighting is really, really good. If you've got a good lighting director in these shows, they can really, really make or break your shots. But this one's lovely, where it's just come into that pool of light and we've got the lovely red all around him there with the fans sort of looking on in the background. But again, he's not up there long. Because remember, it's a triple threat match, 3 entrances to get through. He's one of the challengers. And you'll notice that the challengers come out with a little bit more speed, a little bit more pace as they come through. Comes into the ring. It's so dark in there, as you can see. I can't get anything. Just got that heavy, 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 heavy backlight in the background, as you can see. So I'm not going to be able to use much there. But the backlight is so heavy, it's going to be out of ratio with everything in the foreground. I'm just going to get a big blurry light. So I've just got to wait to see what happens when he comes back into the ring. He's up onto the other turnbuckle. We can see that there's a heavy light there in the background. But when he eventually comes back into the middle of the ring, I get that shot there where he's doing his pose to the fans and a nice triangle shape in the middle of the ring. So we turn it back round now. Quick entrance. Leon Slater's due to come out. I've tried again to go back into that ring to see if there's anything to shoot, and there wasn't because of that backlighting. You can't help the lighting. That's literally what photography is. We're literally drawing with light, so we're working with the available light that we have. Leon Slater comes in now. Let's see what we get from him. Through we come. Dark, 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 dark. There's nothing here for me to work with. It's just there's no light on the shot at all. Then the spotlight eventually hits, and when the spotlight hits, we get that lovely portrait shot there. Turning it round to landscape. We get these landscape shots here. And we go close as well, where he's sort of looking across at the fans on the side there. Really cool shot. But he's gone straight off of the stage there, straight into the darkness. I'm not going to follow him around. I'm going to let him do his entrance. Trying to see if there's anything there from Robbie that we can use, but there isn't. He's just following him round ringside, and when he came there to me, he was too close. I wasn't quick enough. I'm getting old now, you see. It's difficult. Here he comes, and when he eventually comes down from that turnbuckle, because I can't get anything up there because, again, it's too dark. He'll jump down off the ropes there. And we managed to get the shot of him sort of running the ropes beforehand. And we managed to time it as well so that the lights in the background were illuminating the entire back scene, which works really, really nicely. I like that there. So yeah, perfect little shot there in terms of like getting something a little bit different. Not ideal, but that's, again, we can't focus on the missed moments. We can't focus on things that we didn't capture. We just got to compose ourselves ready for the next one. Now look at the difference for when the champion enters. It's the guy with the belt, the guy with the world championship. We're going to see a difference in the entrance style here. So the music drops, the music plays. I'm just sat here waiting just to see what's going on, getting nice and low. I want to make my champions look big. I want to make them look dominant. So it's really, really good to have this trench here because I want to shoot them nice and low, give them that air of dominance. When he comes in and that light hits, bang, first shot, we got him there, just walking through slowly and just looking over his shoulder just towards the ring there. Really, really cool shot. There's a really slow turn there. Still in that spot as he's soaking it all up. Different facial expressions as we're going through, and we're capturing those facial expressions all the way along. When we're done there in portrait, we change it up by flicking it round to landscape. Capturing these shots here as the slow walk to the front here with the spotlight hitting and all those backlights hitting. Getting some lovely shots here until eventually he comes down here, and we're still low and we're still low and we're still shooting. We manage to go wide when he gets to the front. So we get the boots, we get the knee pads, and when he opens up and shows us off the championship belt, we're ready to capture that shot there. Really weird angle this one here, but something a little bit different. We eventually zoom in and get this shot here just above, just with the open jacket, and he's held that 10, 12, 15 seconds there, showing off the championship belt. And when we eventually get those portrait shots there, we're getting really strong triangles coming through, making him look like an end of level boss, making him look like Thanos. And that's what I want him to look like. I want him to look like a badass as he's coming to the ring. Now I know that when he does his entrance, he's going to be showing out to the hard cam, and I've already cleared it with the production crew, and I've cleared it with the promoters, that I can come through here and shoot this shot of him showing out to camera, getting nice and low so that I know that I'm underneath that hard cam that's videoing. And it's a slow rise up with the arms. And good show, good shape, good form. A switch around to portrait to get these shots here, and I'm waiting in the portrait mode because I want it to be close for when we have this music drop, and eventually, boom! Now we play straight down the middle of the lens, and look at these reactions here as we come in. Real expression, and that's the sort of stuff that you can't manifest. That's the sort of expressions that only come with a live audience, a live crowd, and a live entrance. Really unique pictures there. Love those shots. He takes the belt there. I love this little shot of him stepping with the belt up into the turnbuckle here, just coming through here. And when he's up in the turnbuckle, this is where we created a little bit of magic. He's holding the turnbuckle up. I'm very, very low. He's surveying the crowd. We got this shot here on the wide where he's holding the bucket, where he's holding the title down there, and we can see the face at the top, and the focus is on the face. And because we're shooting at f4, the title is in the shot, but it's slowly out of focus. How can we change that? Well, we get a little bit lucky here, because when Michael eventually comes out of this pose, and he's taking his time in this pose. Look at the champion taking his time, looking down at this belt. And for whatever reason, when he looked down at that belt, there was a light that caught the belt, caught the gold in the belt, that reflected back in his face. And we don't even need to see the belt to know that the belt is there, to know that that's what he's looking at. The champion looking at his belt there, looking at his prized possession. And then the little look away there just to the fans. We managed to capture that one here as well. And that's not where the entrances end. For me, I'm trying to look at reactions, trying to look at different ways and interesting ways to photograph the wrestlers. And at this point as well, a little phrase was going around my head that I'd heard years ago from another photographer, saying, if you're not getting the shots you want, you're not getting shots that aren't interesting enough, then you're not close enough. I think it's a well-worn phrase in photography, but it was ringing in my head that day. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to take a chance. I'm going to get a little bit closer today. It's at points where it's safe, and at points where I can, I'm going to get a little bit closer. So we're getting close here to Robbie, and we get this shot here, and he sees me there and he looks straight into the lens. Not quite enough lens in there, but it's an interesting angle with those turnbuckles there. And when Robbie goes up, again, side on, I'm in completely the wrong position. I've messed up another Robbie X shot. What can I tell you? Then when we come and see Leon, we're shooting first of all through the ring ropes here to get this interesting leading lines coming up through the frame, but also this close up here where he's just snarled his upper lip there, looking into the negative space. And I love that shot there as well. So two interesting shots of the competitors that aren't entrances there, but are part of the entrance that help add narrative to the storyline. Last one here. Your champion. And I'm working away to get into position here. Nice and low. On the hard cam again. And shoot, 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 shoot as he turns. And get close, 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 close as he turns to the two shots we get here are the wide one with them turning with everyone in the background, all the spotlights on in there, that negative space on the left hand side, but most importantly this one here, the close-up with the single spotlight shining down on the title belt and the look off to camera there, that leading line, leading your eye from the top left, the brightest point in the image, to the bottom corner there. Those are the differences in ring entrances for 3 competitors in a world title match. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from there. If you're a photographer looking for feedback, I can help you. You can ask for a portfolio review. There's loads on our channel. Have a look at some of the other portfolio reviews that we've done for all other photographers all around the world. You can learn something, some education in there. And if you'd like to see your work featured on the channel, you can contact me. Email me, portraitofawrestler@gmail.com. If you can, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and enjoy the content that we've got on here. We've got loads of content from all sorts of arenas all around the world, all wrestling related and all photography related as well. Hope you enjoy it, and as ever, all the very best. Thank you.